Hi, everybody, and welcome to um, the Blue Bee, Willis Farms. I am excited for you to join me today. It's been a day, and as you know, I always constantly forget. I don't even know why, but I always forget to make sure that my tablet is charged. So you get this view of me today. Today we're gonna I did these terracotta pots. This is a custom mix of different colors that I had with Fusion Mineral Paint to come up with this stunningly beautiful color. Hello, hello, whoever just joined me. And then I used the IOD Iron Orchid Designs, two different two different molds. The first one that we used is this laurel right here. And of course it has bees, so that's why I fell in love with it. So the IOD laurel. And I purchased these from my local stockist, and also I purchased some of them from my favorite of all time creator, and that is Ellen Jane Good. She inspires me so much. And then we have this font text, which is Harper. So the font text came from Harper. And I already went ahead and pressed my, get in camera here. I already decided to press, and I'll do a tutorial on another day of going ahead and showing you how I pressed out these this bee and this laurel, and then also this type text. And then also here's my second one, which is all of this is laurel right here. Let me get in camera so you guys can see it. So I'm going to show you today. I wanted to come on here and just kind of what other colors I'm going to be adding to this project are Upper Canada, and then I'm going to do a glaze over that is metallic rose gold. I wanted to just come on here today and just talk about how I had a conversation with an individual, and yes, I am going on my terracotta pot with this. And you're like, a green bee? And it's totally okay. I just wanted to kind of do something a little bit different. I wanted to jump on here and talk about how creativity takes a tremendous amount of courage, because a lot of times we don't want to make mistakes, and we sit there and say, what if, and we just are scared because what if we make a mistake in a process? Wonder if we make a mistake in my, just so you know, my molds are still pliable. I glued them on using a Titebond Quick Thick glue, and I am dry brushing my pot, and then of course I need to get my paper towels, but I'm just kind of dry brushing over this, okay? No rhyme or reason, but just dry brushing. So a lot of times when we're creating, why did I say that it takes courage? Well, a lot of times it's just learning the process as you go. Yes, there are concrete methods, but you never know, really. Just let yourself open up your hands and just kind of be looser with the process of something. I always love to try to make something look so much older. I'm gonna grab my paper towels really fast. And what I'm gonna do with my paper towels is just go along this and daub, and intentionally getting some of that mold. So it kind of, I just want it to look like it's been sitting around forever, okay? And I'm just daubing. You could wet your paper towel too, and that would help pull some of this ink, the paint off. And I'm using Upper Canada at the beginning. Hi, Beverly. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Nice to see you on here. So this is what we're doing. I'm always out of camera. I apologize for that. So I'm just kind of going over this we started out with this color and now we're to this color, okay? So I'm just kind of layering. I'm just kind of going along it and just doing a little bit of layering on this and just making it, and you can even rub if you want to rub. But I wanted to make it not so perfect, actually. And now what I'm going to do, oh, I can't wait. Can't wait for this one. So we need to use courage. We need to use courage to just get out of our box, get out of our comfort zone, get out of the places that we allow ourselves to resonate and just sit for a long period of time. Because there's really, like, if you think about it, wonder if a seed was planted and it decided, I'm not going to come out of my comfortable environment underneath the ground. I don't know what's out there. I don't know, wonder if this would happen to me. Wonder if that would happen to me if I ever came out of the ground. Wonder if, and I know it's crazy because you're like, really, a seed thinking, but really think about it. Wonder if it sat there and said, well, I don't want to actually do what I'm designed to do. I want to stay where it's comfortable. I want to stay where I feel safe, where I know my surroundings. And when you create and you go out, any artist, what they're doing is they're stretching into an unknown space. Okay. Look, what do you guys think? Can you see it? Artists stretch into an unknown space and just kind of try to discover brand new, beautiful things. Okay. Things that haven't necessarily been introduced or things that have been introduced. And it's just a new way of looking at them. We all have talents and we all have abilities that God created us to have. And I think it's a beautiful thing if you open up yourself and allow yourself to be courageous. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be scared. Oftentimes we think, well, creative people aren't scared. Oh, I think we're actually one of those that are most in touch with our, I don't want to say fear, but the emotion of fear, the impact of fear. But in the same sense of being in touch with it, we also don't let it lead us. We don't let it dictate our day. So just kind of open yourself up and explore different things and methods and processes. And to me, this is so pretty. Very untypical. While you look at it, I'm actually going to go get an aging wax because I want to put a wax over that too. Hello again. For our aging wax, we're going to be using espresso. And all I'm doing is literally just going to push that in there. Okay, so we need to get out of our comfort zones, everybody. I love it when God gives me an opportunity to grow my creative spectrum, grow myself, grow within the community of others, and just provides an opportunity for me to be blessed in that growth process. because I don't know all the answers. I don't know. I think one beautiful thing about creating is you don't know exactly how it's going to turn out. You know, we don't know how our life's going to turn out. We don't know what the end is going to look like. There's some things that we know because if you're a believer in Jesus Christ, you know who holds the end. And that's, you can rest assured in that process. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of dabbing off some of my wax. Okay, and we still have that just beautiful variation of colors in here. And something that looked very new. Okay, very new. Compare. Look how different that looks now. Not gorgeous? Growth requires risk. Creating requires risk. I think that's why I love it. My mom always said I was a risk taker. Yesterday being Father's Day, my daddy was a risk taker. So I'm just going to go around the rim of this now. Make it look a little bit more aged, because if we're only doing the exterior and we don't do our interior, or at least our rim, it's going to look really awkward, won't it? What do you think, guys? Do you like it? What do you think about it? I love it. And then even if you want, you can just put a little bit of Upper Canada on top. So it looks like some of that is just coming through. Don't be afraid. And then just use your rag to blot on that a little bit. But we're just gonna give it a little bit of patina. Look, looks like it was can't see what you're saying, Beverly. Hi. Hi. Yeah, so we're just going to layer. Layering is essential. So we're just layering this a lot. So we went from a pot that was just this color. This is the second one we're going to do. And now it looks like this. Hi, Patty. Hello, hello. So now we have it very aged and very patinaed. And it looks like it has been sitting around forever. And I love it. Love, love, love it. And yes, it's very untraditional colors for something that would be B. Okay, we ready for the next one? Okay. So if you are now just joining me, what I did is I just took my, put you down again. So I already used, this is Laurel from IOD, Iron Orchid Designs. This is Laurel right here. That's what the design set is called. And then this text right here, B, is from Harper. Okay, so those are the two ones that I used. And I pressed those out this morning and had them set on here a little bit. And then to glue them, I glue them wet. I use this Titebond But if you're doing this process, find the glue that you love most. And then, of course, I am using Fusion Mineral Paint. This is Upper Canada. And what I am doing is I am using a dry brush method. So just dabbing, okay? Dabbing on there with a dry brush method. Yes, this is very non-typical bee colors. And that's what I think is beautiful about a creative process. We are trying to build up layers. And so you need to have contrast when you're wanting to do layers. And I have thick paint, thin paint. Don't be scared. If you don't like to paint all over your hands, by all means, use gloves. And so these are terracotta pots that I just bought at my local hardware store. The bottom color is a color that I just mixed with leftovers, small leftover paints that I had. So it has a variety of different colors in there. And we're just going along, and I am just dabbing that on there. And I'm just going to set that down for a second. Use my paper towel to pull some of the excess off. You don't have to do this if you don't want to with your paper towel, but I just kind of want to do it, get a little bit dry. What did you say, Patty? I'm sorry. Oh, you're at your day job? Yes. Yes. Creative break at your day job. You're taking a creative inspiration break at your day job. So these type of things will be available to purchase on my website. They will also be available to purchase at my shop. I'm super excited about my shop opening soon. So we're doing the build out of it now. Can't wait. Can't wait to share it with you all. It's going to be fun. So all I'm doing is taking, and this is Fusion Mineral Metallics. The metallics are just gorgeous. I know a lot of people, you know, if you love that art deco, or if you're in love with the 20s, 30s, Great Gatsby time period, this color palette is definitely out of that time period for sure. So any buildup of paint, you can just go along, grab it, and go ahead and blot. Make sure that you're not covering your whole entire surface. You just want to blot your surface, okay? You're just blotting. And the beautiful thing about using paints is if you don't like how it turns out, you can paint over it. It's great. But I also, one thing that super inspires me about one of my favorite shops that I follow, and also the person, my IOD distributor currently, she's stockist, is Lynn at Alan J. Goods out of Medina, New York. And I discovered it because that's where my I have people that live up in that area, and so they shared it with me. But I actually got to meet her, and we were talking workshops, and she also has the 10-step rule where you step back 10 steps, and you are not seeing it from the 10 inches. So right now, when you're up close to a process, a project, you're seeing it very, very close up. And of course, you're going to be like, oh, that's a flaw, that's a flaw, that's a flaw. And it's the same way with our life. When you're super close to your life, and you don't allow yourself just to be open to new things, you tend to think that too many things are flawed. Okay. And you're like, oh, that's not perfect. I'm not, might have caution of I'm not good enough. And all of these doubts might creep into your mind. And it's not that the doubt doesn't come. I had a conversation with somebody over the weekend. It's not that the doubt doesn't come. The doubt's going to come. That's part of humanity. It's what you do with the doubt. Courage is saying, okay, yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'm freaked out about it. Yeah, I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm not going to let that hinder me from learning something new or going for a goal or a dream. I listen to John Tesh radio sometimes. And on John Tesh radio, he had a individual that does hospice care. And the hospice care person said that one of the number one regrets is not going after your dream. That is what this person experienced, was one of the number one regrets when people are in hospice is not actually just going for it or spending too much time, at a formal job and just, and not, you have, if you want to travel, you want to spend more time with your family. Courage is just doing it. So I just wanted to jump on here and talk to you about that today. Because I know me opening up this shop, it has been scary. It's been very scary. There's been steps that I honestly thought shouldn't be steps. To be perfectly honest, I thought that it should be a lot easier than that. And a lot of people back off and they run away because they're like, well, it's just too hard. But you never know what's on the other side. Okay. And it's the same thing with art. If you don't allow yourself to do the process and see it, you never know what's on the other side of it. And it may not be for everybody. And that's okay. This looks like patinaed copper. And who knew? We started out with a very bright pop of color, and then we used our Upper Canada, our metallic rose gold, and our antiquing wax. And we created this beautiful patinaed flower pot. Now, this flower pot, to be perfectly honest, could be used for so many different things. You could use it to hold your hairbrushes and all of those things in your bathroom. You could use it for a flower if you wanted. You could use it to hold your wooden spoons in your kitchen. You could just put like washcloths rolled up in it. In a bathroom, you could put just a variety stack of hand soaps in there to make it look stunningly beautiful. So think outside the box. Use courage today. Find something that you're like, okay, this is what my first reaction of it should be. But try to use courage and make it into something else. Okay. So just challenging you today to use courage and find a new use for something. Isn't this beautiful? I just love these. Love, 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 love them. And they're uniquely different yet they go together so incredibly beautiful. So let me know what you think. Love to hear from you. Probably a really super simple process. And I'm just going to let my clay set. It's air dry clay. It's going to saturate in all of that paint, and it's going to absorb, and it's going to cure hard. So it's going to be beautiful, beautiful display terracotta pots that can be found nowhere else but the Blue Bee. So I appreciate you tuning in today, and I hope that I hear from you very, very soon. Would love to hear what you think about them. And sorry about that. That was awful. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would love to hear from you guys, but please be courageous. And go after something today that seriously puts fire in your belly. Okay. And if you're scared, do it scared. Okay. You're not alone. There's a lot of us out there that are just seriously going after things that we love passionately. And we're all here for each other. So I hope to hear from you, and let me know. And if you're a YouTuber, subscribe, because I have a YouTube channel. Okay. Willis Farms LLC is my YouTube channel. So make sure if you're a YouTuber, you're subscribing to my YouTube channel. And I would love you to share the news about the Blue Bee and also about my page. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.